Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about what's displayed right here on screen, which is Alliance War. So let's go ahead and view details here. It's great that we caught a dub, but what I want to take a look at, we just got a massive overhaul update announced for Alliance War, the entire mode. Like, we can take a look at it right now. So, rank 1's getting 114,000 tier 4 alpha fragments, titan shards and everything, but there's none of the most sought after resource for every single end game player currently in game. What all end game players currently are chasing right now is this right here. Tier 7 basic catalyst. This will allow us to take our 7 stars to rank 4, which I have none of. Rank 4s are extremely rare right now, so if any tier 7 basic gets injected into Alliance War, that is going to be a very, very big deal. Now, another big deal would be the map changing. The Alliance War map has been largely the same for quite a long time now, and personally, I've been very bored and just kind of frustrated with Alliance War lately, because we've had a reused tactic. I think this is the 4th time we've played with the decay tactic now, and I understood why we had it during the holidays, but there's no excuse to have it again in the brand new year. It's just I'm not a fan, because it results in wars like this, where there's only one death across 60 players for an entire war, and that's what decides the entire outcome. I don't find this fun. I find it very stressful and just frustrating. I've been really wanting a whole overhaul to Alliance War, and now seemingly it looks like we finally have one. So let's jump over to the official forums and check things out. So this is on like the forums, standard format, but then when you go to like the actual Kabam playconsofchampions.com, it's way nicer. So we're gonna look at the nice looking one here. So Alliance War season 56. Hey all, and welcome to another changed log for season 56 of Alliance War. There's some major changes coming to Alliance War. This is one of the larger updates that we've pulled off, and there's a lot to go through, such as large redefinitions of paths on the war map, as well as reward updates that will excite endgame players with larger sources of tier 7 basic catalysts for your rank 4 needs. Dude, this is massive. And when I first read this, I got excited, and I was like, well, it's probably not going to be much. They're probably not going to actually put much of this resource into Alliance War, because it's so brand new. Like we're still fresh off the banquet. Instead of pushing everything into the forward, let's just get into the nuts and bolts of this change for Season 56. Alright, let's take a gander here. So, timeline is February 12th, preseason 56 kicks off, and then Wednesday, March 5th, the actual season begins. So, off-season reward update. So, for Tier 1, we're having 3 Valiant Couples Crystals. These must be for Valentine's Day. Couples Crystals, so yeah, you can get some of those in the off season. Then we get a major map update. So this is one of the bigger shifts in Alliance War map that we've done in a while. In order to modernize the pass and give newer champions more space to breathe in the game, maybe to breathe life into the game, we've decided to do an overhaul of most of the map to create new meta diversity and increase design space for newer champions to flourish on both attack and defense. And that's good, because a problem that we've had, is there's all these new champions, and a lot of them can do lots of cool new things. But what's the point in chasing after these new champions when Kabam puts out an Alliance War the one we had before Decay, the entire tactic just focused on using mid-suboptimal champions, and the tactic made them better and viable, but it's still like champions that most people don't really play with. What's the point of spending money on the game to get these brand new champs if we can't really use them in the premier game modes? That doesn't make sense. For Kabam as a company, if they're selling these new champions, they should absolutely want the players, especially the most active endgame players, to be utilizing them in competitive modes and get an advantage from it, for maybe spending some money early, getting an early access bundle, getting a champion. So This was a long time in the making, and we hope that these new node designs create defender opportunities and build a better foundation for war going forward. Before we begin with how these paths will now be designed, let's go over the new buffs that will be coming to the contest in Alliance War. Some of them are completely new, and others are variations on existing buffs that didn't scale well in the lower map. So we have a bunch of new buffs. So high energy die, I'm pretty sure we've already seen that. We got special burst. Whenever the defender activates a special attack, the attacker is inflicted with a 75% neutralize. That's new. We have strike counter. The attacker starts with 5 light charges, 4 medium charges, 2 heavy charges. A charge is removed whenever the attacker lands a corresponding attack. All charges are reset when the attacker lands a special attack. When any charge reaches 0, the defender gains an indefinite 10% amplify passive every 2 seconds, minus 3.5 for each additional. Wait, what does amplify do? I wish they would say. And then this one's strike counter vitality, so they gain vitality passive. I don't remember what these do. Wish there was like a little thing to click on, or it just said in brackets what that effect does. That would be nice. 6 cents. I remember this node. This node's freaking annoying. So it just has a percentage chance to auto block all medium and light attacks. This node is super freaking annoying. We have reluctant retaliation. When the attacker activates special attack, they are inflicted with a 40% cowardice passive. Huh. We got, what else we got? Stay built, reverse control. The defender has a percent increased defensive ability action. When the attacker has 3 or more debuffs, they are inflicted with a reverse controls passive. That's a new one. Before we had steady build up unblockable, like the defender would just go passively unblockable. Now you get reverse controls. Interesting. We got steady now at the start of the fight. An 18-second combo timer starts. If the attacker does not gain 15 combo before it expires, they're inflicted with a severe unsteady debuff, 15 seconds. Okay, unsteady, I know what that is. That causes all of your attacks to glance, which sucks. Yeah, that's terrible debuff to have. Okay, we have intercept suppression, 1, 2, 3. If the defender hasn't been intercepted in 10 seconds, every 3 seconds the attacker is inflicted with a 10% suppression debuff. I think what suppression does is it lowers your combat power rate, I believe. Special burst trauma. When the defender activates special attack, the attacker is inflicted with a 20% severe trauma debuff and a 300 potency severe physical vulnerability debuff. Okay, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. We have obstinate charge. When the defender performs the first attack in any combo, the defender is stun immune until the attack ends. So yeah, okay. I don't know if we've seen that in war, but I definitely am familiar with that node. With power thief, power efficiency. Whenever the attacker misses, the defender gains a 50% power. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. Phantom pain. When the attacker lands a hit, the defender has a 50% chance to hit with a bleed debuff, dealing no damage over 7.5 seconds. Okay, that'd be smart to place like a domino on that node, for example. So she purifies the bleeds and gains power. It's an interesting and weird node. Spinning wheels. Whenever the defender is inflicted with a debuff, the attacker is inflicted with an exhaustion debuff. Okay. Dirty work. Whenever the attacker purifies or cleanses the debuff, the defender gains 30% protection passive. Interesting. So many new nodes here. Daunting doom. At any time he gains a bar power, the attacker is inflicted with 10% daunted passive. Alright, that's not that big of a deal. Lose some thorns. Whenever struck by a contact attack, the defender has a 6% chance to deal 10% of their attack as physical burst. Onslaught should be great for that. Rage Glam. I read this one earlier. This one sounds like terrible. The defender cannot lose more than 2.5% of their max health from a single damage source, which we've seen before, but this other part's new. If an attack reaches the damage cap, the defender gains an indefinite 50% fear buff, max x5, which you've also seen. But while at max stacks, the defender gains a glancing buff. If this glancing buff is removed, it returns after 6 seconds. This sounds horrible. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. Oh, jeez. Alright, we have energetic exercise. When the defender gains a buff, they also gain 10% energized buff. Max stacks 10. Okay, so at most, they can double their combat power rate. That's a lot, but not too crazy. Okay. And that was the most severe one. Yeah, so. Okay. Alright, what do we have here? Combat Deja Vu Intensity. Or intensify. Whenever the attacker lands the same type of basic attack in a row, the defender gains 25% intensity buff. I think that just makes other buffs gains more intense, like more potent. What else we got here? Supercharge. Every 15 seconds, the defender gains a power gain buff, gaining 25% of their maximum power for 10 seconds. Oh god. Okay, well, Count Nefaria. I could see Serpent being placed on a node like that. And then we have a bunch of new hazard shifts. So, you know, currently in Alliance War, we've had hazard shift, shock, and bleed. We've had incinerate, poison, I think. And is that it? I don't know exactly. But now we have rupture and bleed. That's new. Shock and poison. We've been having that. Poison cold snap. That's new. And who has poison cold snap immunity? Deathless Thanos, the guy. So, right, he does. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure that's his immunities. I keep forgetting. I know it's cold, and I think it's poison. Yeah, cold snap, poison, and frostbite. So, Deathless Thanos. Gonna be awesome. There's some hazard shift, poison, cold snap. Then we have incinerate, bleed. I feel like we had that one. And we have cold snap, bleed. That's definitely a new one. And then poison rupture, which is also a new one. So yeah, that's very interesting. More new hazard shift stuff. Just, you know, making champions with immunities more sought after, which is never a bad thing. And we still have stunning reflect, but now it's bleed and shock. I think before it was shock and incinerate. So the bleed part of it aspect is new. Then we have purified slates. Whenever the defender activates special attack, they purify 3 buffs off them. So I think that's all the new nodes. So all these nodes that we're introducing into the past in our first step into injecting new meta into Alliance War are each of the maps as well as their node lists for each path. This includes all 3 mini boss islands as well as the final boss island. So I really like that Kabam did this. So you can really so planners can just start getting a feel for, you know, what it's going to be. So let's take a look at path 9, for example. So this is where, yeah, we're going to see the rupture and bleed, and then shock and poison, and poison and cold snap, and incinerate, bleed. So, for path 9, you're gonna need a lot of different immunities now for the whole thing. Interesting. Or just bring Ghost. Ghost is so OP. Yeah, okay, I like that. So that's all the nodes. We're not going to go over like each individual path. I'm going to have a link to this in the description below if you want to go ahead and check it out and look at anything in depth for yourself. For sure, feel free. But we've covered all of the nodes, so I think that's going to be... Let's go take a look now at the rewards, you know, the best part. So, reward update. Because of the advent of new 7-star rank 4s on the horizon as the new power ceiling for MCOC, we are beginning the process of injecting some much needed tier 7 basic catalyst fragments into the season rewards for alliances that push themselves to be the best group of summoners the contest has seen, as well as healthy injection of tier 4 alpha shards. This is a breakdown. I don't know why they're calling them shards, they're fragments. Bugs me. It low-key bugs me when, you know, the people that make the game are having the terminology wrong. I don't know. Anyways. Why are they listed as shards? These are fragments. They're catalyst fragments. When are catalysts ever called shards? Shards are for crystals. I don't like that. Low-key bugs me. But anyways, this is a breakdown of the reward structure. We're going to be shipping Season 56 with the injection. Will be focused on Masters and Platinum Alliances, which will break down below. So yeah, if you're not in a Master or Platinum Alliance, you're not getting any love with this reward update. Very sorry to say and to be the bearer of bad news on that. This one's only focused on Master and Platinum Alliances. So let's compare a 1-to-1 these new Master 1 rewards to the current Master Rank 1 rewards. So let's take a gander here. So we have Tier 4 Alpha Catalyst Shards, 114,000. So these are going to be going up to 228,000. So a 2 times multiplier on the Tier 4 Alpha Shards. Okay. That's a big deal. All right, 7-star Hero Crystal. There's one here. There's remaining one here. Which, like, why? Why is there just a regular old basic 7-star crystal for rank 1? Why is it not a Nexus? You know? Like, you work an entire season of Alliance War for these rewards. 12 wars of boosting, planning. You know, this is for the rank 1 in the world. You can't even put a Nexus, little Nexus icon on these? Like, you're only getting one champion either way. Why can't this just be a Nexus for Master Alliances? Why not, Kabam? Seriously. Like, seriously. You're updating the rewards. You can't just make this into a Nexus. Like, why not? Tell me why not. Would it be so game breaking if this was a Nexus? I don't think so. But anyways, here's our tier 7 basic fragments. For Master Rank 1, they're getting 63,000. Now, how many? I think that's exactly one catalyst. Yeah, it's exactly one catalyst. It is 63,000 fragments to form one tier 7 basic catalyst. So Master Rank 1 will get 1/3 of the way, 33% of the way, 33.3333 repeating percent of the way to a 7-star rank 4. That's really good. So, after 3 seasons of war, if you get Masters rank 1 every single time, you'd have a rank 4. And for, rank 4 is just coming out, I think that's insanely good. I think that's a lot. But, of course, that's Master rank 1. We've got to see how it scales. But let's keep comparing the rest of the awards. So, we got 20 loyalty heart shatter tokens. That's staying the same. We got 30 generic signature stones and 25k Titan shards. That is staying exactly the same. Looks like everything else is pretty much staying the same. So let's go down to Masters Rank 2. So they're getting 56,000 fragments. That's still a lot. That's still really good. Okay, what about Masters Rank 3? They're getting 51,000. Okay, that's still a lot. What about Masters Top 10? They're getting 37,000. That's still really, really, really good. More than half of a catalyst for top 10 Masters. Okay, what about Masters Top 20 though? Because this is where, I see my alliance, placing more frequently. That's mainly where we land. Usually Masters 10 to 20. Still, 31,500 fragments. Half, exactly half of a catalyst. Dude, for me, like this is where we typically land. I was flabbergasted when I saw this amount. I think this is honestly generous. Extremely generous of Kabam. Like I like this is a brand new catalyst. Like we don't even have rank 4s yet. So to already be seeing this much fragments, shards in the rewards here is just mind-boggling. Honestly, my expectation, because let me put these numbers into perspective for you. Like, just seeing the numbers, it's hard to really understand. But let me show you my thought process and what I mean. So, from opening up all my banquet crystals, getting some tier 7 basic from there, we're talking thousands and thousands of units. I had every single milestone available in the solo, the alliance rewards, and I was even above a little bit extra in the realm events that we hadn't unlocked yet as a community. So I spent a fair few amount of units on the banquet events, and out of all of that and my alliance placing 3rd in the entire world, 4Loki placed 3rd in the banquet events, so that gave us a chunk of tier 7 basic catalyst. In total, out of all my banquet stuff, all my banquet crystals, placing 3rd in the world, I accumulated 21,000 fragments. Okay, 21,000. For one season of Alliance War in top 20 Masters, I'm going to be getting 31,500 fragments. Way more than what I currently have. And the one that I have here was just from the Korean Challenge. That has nothing to do with Banquet. So that's saying that one season of Alliance War is going to give me way more than an entire Grand Banquet event did. And placing 3rd in the world on the Alliance side of things, one season of Masters Top 20 is going to give me more fragments. Just to put those numbers into perspective, that Grand Banquet, so mid, dude. It stays mid. Oh my goodness. But yeah, let's see Platinum 1 though. Okay, so 15. This is a stark drop off, I would say, from 31,000 down to 15,000 from Masters Platinum. That's a big drop off, and that is less than what I have accumulated in a Grand Banquet and 3rd in the world rewards. So let's see what it goes all the way down to the end of Platinum. So P6. Wait. 11,000 in P6? Oh, no. That's tier 4. Okay, I was going to say, wait, what? Okay, where does the tier 7 end? Is it Plat 2? Yeah. So it looks like Plat 1 getting 15,000, Plat 2 6,300, and then that's it. Plat 3 there is no more Tier 7 basic. Okay. So big drop off. So Platinum 1 is still getting quite a bit, like quite a bit. Platinum 2 not too much, and then yeah, below Platinum 2 nothing. So I think that's really it. Or I haven't scrolled this far down yet. Let's see what else we got here. Attack tactics and heroic and challenger maps. We are aiming to simplify the selection of attack tactics to heroic and challenger maps from 5 tactics down to 1 attack tactic to choose from in hopes to clear up the choice and focus on the core experience of Alliance War. For heroic and challenger maps, you will have 1 attack tactic available to help you fight the threats that you will encounter in Alliance War. Tactic in question is found below in the Deathless Tactics section. Ooh, Deathless Tactics. So defense tactics. New season, new tactic. This time, because of the new map update that we have planned going out for season 6, we have made it a lot easier to is this word peruse? Peruse? If it is, I've never seen the word this word spelled then, because that's not how I would spell it. But I'm guessing this says peruse. Maybe. As well as simplify the threat so that we don't add new complexity to an already complicated set of nodes above. Yeah, some of those nodes look pretty damn insane, dude. For the next 2 seasons, be ready to deal with our new defensive tactic, Genesis. Wait, and the attacker tactic, Coda? Coda. Okay, that's weird. Genesis, though. I wonder if this is a shout out to, you know, Thanos. I think he had one of his Infinity Gems in MCOC is a Genesis Stone. I'm guessing that's why. Coda, though, I don't know what the deal with that is. So let's see. Genesis 1. So this is the most severe version of the defense tactic. So when a Genesis defender finishes a special attack, they gain an unblockable passive for 1 second plus seconds per level of the special attack. Okay. So if they throw a special 2, they'll be unblockable for 3 seconds? And it's when they finish the special. So you don't have to worry about an unblockable special. Okay, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. That's it? That's the entire tactic? Is they go unblockable? Huh? Huh? That's it? What? Okay, what does the attacker tactic do then? If a Coda attacker punishes the defender's special attack, they remove all unblockable effects from the defender and gain an unblockable. And you gain an unblockable passive for that. Pause during the defender's special attack when one block the attacker hits you. What? Dude, this sounds insane. This sounds so easy. Wow. Okay. I guess they want to keep it really simplified for all the new nodes and for us to get used to the new map, I guess. But this is way easier than I was even anticipating. What's like... Oh, wait. Never mind. This was the first level of it. I'm dumb. The 3 is the most severe level of it. Okay, let's read this one. When a Genesis defender switches attack, they gain an unblock passive for 4 seconds. Okay, that's better than 1 second. I was thinking like... Okay, so 4 seconds with its base duration lasting 3 seconds longer per power span. Okay, so if they throw a special 2, they're going to be unblockable for 10 seconds. Okay, that's a much bigger deal than like 3, which I was thinking with this one. Okay, so but still, just an unblockable opponent, that's not really that big of a deal. And if you're using Kushala, it doesn't even matter. So, okay. And then, yeah, with this tactic, if you punish the special, you delete the unblockable and get it for yourself. So, okay, sounds like a fairly chill season on the tactic side of things. And especially because it's still when they finish the special. You know, if it was they gain the unblockable like the moment they throw the special, that would be insane. That would be nuts. But, this seems fine. This seems pretty fine. I don't mind dealing with unblockable opponents personally. So, I'm excited. Alright, and then we got, what else we got here? Just some power back stuff. Oh, and some bands. Let's check out the bands real quick. So, Blacklist, Herc, Silk, Whitelist, Titanium, Photon. And then in the expert map, Blacklist, Silk, Count Nefaria, Whitelist, Titanium, Photon. Challenger, Silk, Blacklist, Whitelist, Titanium. Okay. Let's take a look at this, though. Power back boosts have been meta-defining and incredibly powerful part of Alliance War for many many years. Yeah, no kidding. While incredibly powerful, we have long felt that they trivialize challenges on the map by dealing massive amounts of damage and ignoring some of the expected threats of the fight before they happen. This is something we're looking to course correct. We don't want to totally remove their value, but we want to at least dial back just how effective they are to coincide with the new map update. Launching alongside the new map, power back boosts will thus be limited to 50% of power spent on that stack. It's worthwhile to highlight the wording here, 50% of power spent. This means that champions like Professor X and Dust that reduce the amount of power a special attack costs will also have a lower amount of power, max power, that can be refunded. So it's even worse for champs like Professor X. We've also updated them to no longer interact with ability power rate modification. This means those pesky Ebony Maw mini bosses won't lower how much power gain from a power back boost. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, I mean that part is cool, but shucks. With this change, this will help us regularly ensure that fights are difficult, and the challenge isn't just have 2 charges on Corvus and power back to blitz the fight. Also worth noting here, the description of the boosts have been updated to better fit the gameplay effects of them. The only change in their functionality is the cap of 50% of power spent, but wording should be much clearer. An example of the updated power back boost description: lesser cosmic power up boost, hit damage from cosmic champion, special attack 2 and 3 grant 1% of max power per 1% of the opponent's health removed. Max 50% of the power spent on special last 20 minutes does not work. You know what? I think what they also should have done with this nerf to power back boosts is that special ones should also be now in the description here. Because why not special ones? If you're going to nerf these boosts into the ground, why not have your special one function with it as well? That's what I would add. And also, we need some compensation for all this. Units. Give me units for all my amounts of boosts at the time of the nerf. And give me a rank down ticket so I can rank down my Professor X and my Dusts and all my other champions that are negatively impacted by this change. Give me my rank down tickets and my units. That's what I want. But yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for the Alliance War Season 56 changelog. We had so much stuff to go through. So like I said, the last couple seasons of Alliance War have been kind of boring with the decay tactic just being recycled. So I'm really looking forward to a new map, new nodes, a new tactic, just new everything. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to make creating and posting Alliance War videos a lot more enjoyable for me, and hopefully in turn it makes them a lot more entertaining for you guys to watch with brand new experiences, brand new maps, brand new nodes, and everything. So yeah, really excited to bring you guys another season of Alliance War for Season 56 with a new everything. So yeah, if you guys want to see the entire season of Alliance War 56 uploaded in video format, just drop a like on the video, let me know you want to see it, or comment. If you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, consider joining the Leg Army. It's about 40% of you guys that are watching aren't subscribed, so come join the crew. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like if so, subscribe. Peace!